Oh my God, hi. How are you guys doing? How are y'all doing? Oh, that's loud. We haven't been live in about a week. It's Friday. Like, we're so excited to be here this Friday. I hope you guys have all had a wonderful week. Lots of law, true crime, and a bit of debauchery. Oh, I can hear myself. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. We can hear ourselves. We want to make sure that everything is good to go. All right. Audio is good. Put a one in the chat if you guys can hear me. Let me know how your week has been, where the weather is, or what the weather is like wherever you are. It has been depressingly cold in Massachusetts. I was so mad yesterday. I was like, why is it still 37? Can you just, sun, can you just give me spring? Just a bit of spring? It's been St. Patty's Day week. Somebody corrected me in the comment section yesterday. They were like, I'm from Ireland. It's not pronounced like that. I was like, okay, it's fine. I don't recall merch is still out there. Here it is. We have this nice like mint matte cup. I've got the I don't recall t-shirt. All right, we're doing it. We're doing it. We're doing it. The real petter. The real petty Pendergrass is in the chat. This is going to be a super fun stream, guys. We're just keeping it light this Friday. And what we're going to do, it's kind of snuck under the radar in the news, but we're going to check out Nick Shirley and what's been going on with him this week. He actually exposed a lot of fraud in California. And you guys remember like the daycare fraud, like the whole Somali thing. And like Nick is out there with his DJI kit and he's like, where are the kids? Where are the kids? Now the narrative has shifted from kids and the fraud that's being exposed. You know, it hits us all as humans. It's about hospice care. And even for like the research I was doing for this live, I've interviewed a few people off record about hospice care. This hits me because, I had a grandfather that passed away from stomach cancer probably like 3 or 4 years ago. And the last time I saw him was when he was in hospice care. It was a beautiful facility up here in Massachusetts. He's very comfortable. I mean, like it's uncomfortable, but comfortable. Cause like with stomach cancer, you can't eat anything, so it was really rough when we lost him. But hospice care, I think with his experience, it was okay. Like it was okay. The facility he was in was kind of closer to Cape Cod and it was great. Now, what we're about to watch, I didn't watch the whole thing because I want to do it with you guys together. But what we're about to watch is so egregious. Because what is hospice if you don't know what I'm talking about? Hospice is the type of medical care that you receive when you're on your deathbed. Typically, it's very common at the end of life for a lot of elderly people. Now, on the contrary, what we also see is like sometimes people get sick when they're younger and they'll get hospice care. The video that I'm about to show you is so crazy for how people are taking care of either elderly patients or patients on the verge of death is so wild. I've never seen fraud like this ever. And shout out to Nick Shirley. I mean, like, Petty Pendergrass is like, I need them glasses, okay? I need them glasses. Nick Shirley is a young cat. He's in his, I think, early to mid-20s and has been really exposing a lot of this stuff that's been happening across the country. It started in Minnesota first, and then he went to California. And what we're seeing in California means they collect so many taxes. Gas is so expensive out there. I don't even want to know how much it is right now. Properties, it's Hollywood. You have So many things kind of working at the same time. I think we're not even going to delay. We're just going to check it out. And you guys can see for yourself. But hospice, daycare is like with little kids, but then we're now going into hospice facilities. So let's check it out. We're going to be here for about an hour, but it says hospice exposed. I expose California's billion-dollar fraud crisis. Billion with a B. Look at that AMG. And you see what the caption says. It says, this is the sound of hospice money. What? So we're already starting off hot chat. Strap in. Everybody's been asking me to cover the whole Afro Man thing. Maybe. We'll talk about it. Let's watch this first, because this, I think, is really important to all of your tax dollars. Let's jump on in.
This is the sound of hospice money. Could you just answer the question, what's the need for 1,000% increase in hospice care here inside of LA? Do you have the paperwork to enroll a little boy by the name of Joey?
You don't know what's going on?
Well, it says there's 14 children enrolled here on the state of California. That there is $6,000 per beneficiary. Can you give us any explanation? Where can we open a hospice at? Get the Maybach just like you.
California may have the largest amount of fraud in the country, as California is the state with the highest taxes and collects more money than any other state in America. It is filled with fraud. California's version of Medicaid, called Medi-Cal, has more than doubled since 2022 from $108 billion to a proposed $222 billion in 2026. Their population, however, has not grown exponentially. However, their spending has. There has been 1,000% increase in hospice care in the Los Angeles County. In fact, 1 out of every $10 of home health care in America is spent in Los Angeles. On top of that, their government-funded daycare programs are filled with violations. While they continue to give money to these fraudsters, it is estimated that the fraud in California could be in the hundreds of billions of dollars. In this video, we'll be going face to face with these fraudsters, confronting them as they defraud the American taxpayer out of millions and billions of dollars as they live their lives in luxury, driving around luxurious cars that cost more than $100,000.
Did y'all see that car? Was that a Benz? Shout out to Petty Pendergrass making it rain in the chat right now. Was that a Benz?
You actually paid for. Let's start first by going to these daycares filled with violations that still continue.
Medina Learning Center. Okay. All right. We've got some more leering centers.
To receive money from the government.
So this is the location of the daycare. It's in the middle of this shopping plaza. A lot of the buildings are closed down or boarded up, have been graffitied. And then you also have just a big dumpster right here with all this garbage. And then the daycare is right there. We're gonna go in right now.
We actually have a homeless person there too.
Oh,
See that?
Oh my God.
There's actually somebody sleeping here right now.
Oh my God.
Hello?
We are literally like 3 minutes in, chat. Like there's a homeless man right there already. Like we just started the video in front of this California. Look at the weather. The weather is nice. Look at all that trash. We are in a shopping mall, and this is where children are supposed to go for daycare, right? And then you have this man. Look at him. You have this man waking up from a nap.
All right?
Yeah.
And so there is a homeless man who's sleeping right next to the daycare. He's sleeping right here, and the daycare is right there. This does not look like a place where you'd want to bring your child, and it does not look suitable and set the code to be a place where children are enrolled. So they do have some children here. How many do they usually say they have, or what's the story with the
The
children?
last few visits from the state have said that they have 39 enrolled.
And right now we're seeing about 5 children.
Yes.
They are enrolling right now. It says Medina Learning Center is now enrolling. So let's see if little Joey can learn a little bit here at Medina. Do you have the paperwork to enroll a little boy by the name of Joey?
Look at how this lady is looking at him. She's like, who the hell is little Joey? What are you talking about?
Yes, we'd like to enroll little Joey into daycare.
They have as their backup facility the UMI Learning Center, and the UMI Learning Center was convicted in federal court in 2024 of having 150 ghost kids. So I want to find out what the affiliation is and why this facility is listed as the backup.
Yeah, can I get the paperwork to enroll a child?
Yes, I can.
Great.
What do you think about daycares being used for fraudulent businesses to receive money from the government to say they're enrolling 39 children, 89 children, and for millions of dollars be going towards these facilities? What do you think about that as you do work in a daycare?
No, it does happen. I've seen it like elsewhere. I've seen it like being pushing it to the news. So it does happen.
Thank you.
I love that he said it does happen. And Nick is just like, okay, well, like, what do you think about that? And he's like, it does happen. All right, so you're admitting to the fraud.
The card that they gave us, this is the licensee, the person who owns it.
And that's so far been the only thing they've been able to give us as to how to enroll a child. And then in the back corner of this parking lot appears to be the playground. Here's a bunch of garbage. And then right here appears to be the playground. Some strange things.
You might as well bring the kids to Atlanta. What's that? What is that? What playground?
They're happening outside this daycare. Whether or not it's fraudulent.
No. Let's go back. What's back there? Look at all of that trash. That's the playground, chat. 3 things. You have all the way on the left, you have a makeshift plasticky thing with 2 slides. You have a third thing. Third with some slides. You got that little frog joint that if you open it, I believe it's a pool. There is a pallet. There is a wooden pallet. Look at it. It's on the left-hand side of your screen. Look at that pallet. And then you got this little swing right in front of me on the left. You have 30 kids enrolled in this school, and that's all you guys need to keep them entertained. Ain't no kids there. Like, let's just be real. Like, there's no kids. There's no kids. When we talk about ghost kids, they just put enough up so nobody would ask questions. Somebody said, that's not a pallet, that's a toy. I mean, damn. I mean, we all grew up, younger, and we had to get creative with what toys looked like. But like come on. There's no daycare center there. There's just not. So let's keep going, because how much are they being paid? Tell us that, Nick.
Playground. Some strange things are happening outside this daycare. Whether or not it's fraudulent, there is a lot of suspicious activity taking place. This right here is Hayden Sarah Family Childcare. This is a daycare right here. Apparently they have 14 children enrolled. Tell us a little bit more about this daycare right here. We're in the middle of the hills here in San Diego.
So according to state records, when inspectors arrived here, there were 14 kids enrolled, but 0 present. And then this place was also cited for having missing children's records and also not having a facility roster.
It's kind of weird that there's this daycare in the middle of a neighborhood. Hello?
Yo.
I was naked, okay?
I didn't know that was coming. What did she say now? Can we run that back? What did she say? We're 4 minutes into the video.
Having a facility roster.
It's kind of weird that there's this daycare in the middle of a neighborhood.
You
Hello?
don't have to- I was naked, okay?
No, you weren't.
Oh,
I can sue you. I was like, I wasn't dressed up. I'm Muslim.
Either way, can we enroll a child into the daycare?
You don't know what's going on.
Well, it says there's 14 children enrolled here on the state of California.
Right.
It says there's 14 children enrolled here.
You don't care.
I do care. Then where are the children?
what?
Where are the children at?
It's not enough, Minnesota. You come here.
Where are the children at? Where are the children at, ma'am? All right, so what she's doing, she's making a video right now. She's gonna send it out all to all the other daycares. But at the end of the day, enrolled for 14 children, no children here. And this is from the state of California. We're not targeting Somalian population. We're just going after daycares. And just so happens to be that all the daycares, they are Somalian so far. Where are the children at, ma'am?
Where are the kids? Where are the kids? We want to know. Where are the kids? And this has become like a national phenomenon. Like, you know, people have been really, after the whole thing that happened in Minnesota, I will just put you guys on. He did that in January, and he was also invited to the United States Congress to answer questions about this. And one of the questions that was posed is, hey, are you seeing more fraud in other states? And like, he was like, yeah. Do you know that this young kid, Nick Shirley, got sued by these daycare centers because he was exposing things? Let me show you guys something else. Okay. We're going to come over to Governor Newsom's Twitter page. All right. There's a lot happening over here on this Twitter page. What's happening is, you know, he's kind of like, he trolls Trump a lot. I have never checked out his Twitter page before today, but now I see it. And earlier this week, there was a tweet that was posted, and it was this one. It says, hey, can I see your kids? And they're saying like, this is how Nick Shirley shows up. Like, look at that picture. They're like, oh, this is how Nick Shirley shows up. He's just like, hey, where are the kids? Now, on the contrarian side, if you flip the other side, you also have people posting things like this. Like, wow, I could help real kids, but imaginary ones pay more. I mean, look at that, Governor Newsom. Like, you're putting that on your like actual Twitter page. Man, this whole world of AI is nuts. Like, it's so crazy. They are literally fighting each other in memes. Hey, can I see your kids? Trying to make him look like a weirdo. But at the end of the day, it's like, dude, you are the one that's managing the money. How does that work? So coming back to the video, let's take a peek. But for all of this to happen, it's just so wild. And then everybody's like, hey, on top of this, Avi, can you cover Afro Man? Let's go back in and see what else we can pick up from this video.
14 children. Would you like to make a statement as to where the children are?
You don't care where is my children are.
Ma'am, we would not be here if we weren't
You
asking
don't
you.
care. You don't care.
What do you mean we don't care? This is
You
why we're
don't
here.
care. And don't record me. You don't care.
This is why we're here to ask about these
Don't ask
daycares.
me who you are. Who you are.
My name's Nick Shirley. You already know
Nick
that.
Shirley. I know, but you a trouble man.
How are we making trouble? You're causing trouble.
Let me call 911.
We just want to know where the children are.
No, I'm calling 911.
For what?
To you.
For what?
You come my house.
We haven't done
I
anything.
don't know.
The problem with these daycares is that they receive money through a program called CalWorks, but as you see, there are no children actually there. These fraudsters are simply enrolling children on paper to receive government subsidies. Even after the state visits these daycares and confirms there are no children actually there, the government and the state continue to give these daycares money. Now let's go to another daycare.
Once again, we have another daycare, but this daycare is right here inside of this home. And let's see if there's any children here. They do say they have 7 enrolled. The state has said that there is 0 when they arrive. Is this Habubu Family Childcare? Yeah, we were wondering if we could enroll a child into the daycare here.
We know you. You need to get up from here because there is trespassing. You see the sign we have trespassing?
And can I speak with somebody on the sidewalk? We just like to speak with somebody. Yes, sir.
Hide the sign, please.
Yes, we're right here. Can we talk to you really quick, sir? Can I come talk to you, please? All right, so right now, the current situation is we have some people yelling through the Ring doorbell cam. A man came out, started yelling, and then we also have...
Not the Ring doorbell. See, they put each other on. They were like, Nick Shirley's in town. Everybody hide. Hide your kids, hide your wife. Literally hide your kids. Literally hide your kids. Hide your imaginary kids. He's coming to the houses. These are, what did we see? 2 or 3 homes so far? These are like houses. And I'm not saying that kids don't get babysat at homes. Like, no, I've seen it. You know what I mean? But this is really interesting that they blasted out, and he showed that TikTok that they knew he was coming to California. They said, we know who you are. Get out. Get out. You're trespassing. Let's keep going.
This car recording us as well, but we just want to ask for some clarification for the American people.
4 different visits. The state inspectors have shown up. There's kids enrolled anywhere from 7 kids and up. And every single time the state has showed up, 0.
0 children.
That's the state of California.
We're just asking for some clarification. They won't even answer any of our questions.
So essentially, a house just like this is receiving money from government subsidies without actually running a daycare. Meanwhile, they get money from the government as they run their fake daycares. And now let's go to another one that's even more concerning, as kids are left all alone.
Now we're at the Jama Shukri Family Childcare. This place is not in a shopping plaza. It's not anywhere near any place that looks like a place where a daycare would be. In fact, it's actually in one of these apartments right here. So they're able to have daycares inside apartment buildings?
Yes. So I've come across many of these. Some of these are on the third story of an apartment complex. It's only 1 bedroom, and yet the capacity is for 8 kids.
We just arrived
What the hell is that sound in the back? But dang.
to the daycare. We have 2 kids out here. I don't know if they're members of the daycare. There's no oversight right here. Can we talk to your teacher? Is your teacher there? So this is the first child we've ever encountered at one of these daycares. There's 2 kids out here right now, and we're gonna see if we can talk to the
Licensee. It is, according to this paperwork, Shukri Jama.
Can we talk to the adult?
He's not here.
Not here.
Yeah.
So you guys all by yourself?
Yeah. Open the door.
No one's here.
No one is here. No one is not here.
Okay, so you guys are all by yourself.
Okay. You can see by
Hey, yo. Little kids, home alone. This is where your tax dollars are going. Jeez.
myself.
Yeah, okay, that's concerning. No one's watching those children, and they're all by themselves.
My heart is breaking right now. I can't. Unbelievable.
Yeah, and what makes you so emotional as a mother, seeing that those kids are just out by themselves?
Seeing the kids all by themselves. It's supposed to be a licensed daycare, and there's no adult anywhere. What is going on?
And the crazy thing is, California allocates $6 billion to childcare and daycare facilities just like these, and there are over 39,000 facilities in the state. The California Department of Social Services even found an error rate of over 1.6% in their own audits. And to be very conservative, it is safe to say there's upwards of $100 million in fraud lost each and every single year. And now let's head over to where there's so much fraud, you're going to lose your mind. Let's head over to Van Nuys, where there's home health care and hospice fraud literally everywhere.
With the fraud here, California ranks the highest for Medicare, Medicaid, Medi-Cal, whatever you want to call it. They spend the most amount of money per state. And here in LA, 1 out of every $10 that goes towards home health care in the United States goes to a business here in LA. Right now, we're in Van Nuys. This location has tons of hospice centers, home health care centers. And right now, we are going to Gardens of Angels, Hospice. They billed $4.8 million per beneficiary. They charged $5,807 with 28.6 claims per patient and only 2 codes, which means 2 services were provided. And inside of this same location, there's also Blossom Hospice, and they received $3.4 million with $6,000 per beneficiary at $927 per claim and only 1 code, which means they only provided 1 service. And it looks like there's about 15 more hospice centers inside this one plaza we're going to right now. We have all the information with us. In some of these places, it doesn't even look like they've been registered with the CMS, which is the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid. 7 of the 4 entities have 0 SMS data, possibly shell registrations, shell companies. And it's rumored that these are Armenian Russian gangs, Armenian Russian mafia. So we're gonna be going in there and we're just gonna ask them, what's the need for all this hospice? So is there that many people dying here in LA where they need to be spending millions and millions of dollars on this hospice care? All right, right now we're looking for Garden of Angels Hospice. All these buildings are all hospice.
This is no. This is a trap complex. Okay, this is a, like we know what trap houses look like. This is a trap complex. Trap, straight trap. Trap or die, apartment 1, trap or die, apartment 2, trap or die, apartment 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 9 and 10. This whole complex is for hospice. I would never send my grandparents here. What the whole joint, the whole thing? Hoo-wee.
Centers. Let's see if we can find Garden of Angels. This is the Angels of Haven Hospice Care. We have Angels of Valley Hospice. Hello. How are you?
They have signs.
Good. We were looking for Guardian of Angels Hospice, but this one will probably do Angels of Valley Hospice. We were wondering if we could get some information to check our grandma into hospice.
Your grandma?
Yeah.
Which hospice is she enrolled in?
We would love to maybe see if it's possible to get her in here to Angels of Valley.
You have to get a hospital.
Yeah.
Hospital referral. Okay. How many people do you guys have with you guys?
Irrelevant.
Irrelevant. Oh, okay.
Where are you guys from?
Where am I from? I'm from here. We're just looking for a spot for our grandma.
Yeah, no, we're doing only
We only do
referrals.
referrals from hospital.
Okay.
We don't just walk in and take pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we're seeing like we got Garden of Angels, Blossom Hospice here.
I don't know who they are, but this is Angels of Valley.
Okay. Well,
So is each apartment building being used for commercial use for hospice care offices? What? Definitely not an applause, but what?
we'll keep looking for Guardian of Angels then.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. I don't know.
So they say they only take it from hospitals, which could be a valid response. Let's go see if we can find Guardian of Angels. This place is just filled with hospice centers and home health care centers. You have one right here, 7-star home health care. And then up here, you have Miracle Healing Hospice. So this hospice location, Miracle Healing Hospice, in 2023, they charged $1.3 million, and per beneficiary, it was $32,000 for 38 beneficiaries. Per beneficiary, that comes out to $32,935. Let's see if Grandma could check herself into this one. I'm just trying to be a good grandson. When we're knocking the door, no one's coming. You look inside the window, empty building. In 2023, this place received $1.3 million.
Not a single piece of furniture.
Nothing.
Insane. This is insane.
Okay, well, since we can't go to Miracle, let's see if we can get SX Home Health. It says they're open Monday through Friday from 9:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m.
It's getting really hard to find grandma the healthcare she needs these days.
It really is, isn't it? We got SX Home Healthcare. They're not open, so it's all right because we can go to Alpha Omega Ventana Hospice Inc.
Not only are these shell companies, these are shell buildings. It's like somebody took a motel building and turned it into 100 fraudulent organizations.
We got a nice Mercedes down there. 3 nice Mercedes down there. 3
This place
Teslas.
might even double as like illegitimate car lot. Like, are they selling a car right now?
Grandma's not going to Alpha and Omega, so maybe she can go to Serene Touch Home Healthcare. Says they're open Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. It's 1 p.m. right now. Let's see if they're here. Perfect. This one's open.
The door is
Hello.
open.
And once again, it was completely empty and nobody was there. We went to the next door because it was
my
another hospice.
Word.
Here we have another location. We got St. Michelle, HHCI, Home Healthcare Inc. Hello? No one's here?
Doors
Hello,
open.
sir.
How can I help you?
Yes. Well, we were originally looking for some hospice for our grandma, and then it turns out that all these locations are hospice and home health care locations, and a lot of these...
Looking for hospice for who?
Grandma.
For Dr. Oz?
Yeah, for Dr. Oz.
Yeah?
Yeah, for our grandma.
Yeah?
It'd be-
for grandma?
It'd be pretty
Take
good.
Dr. Oz to take his grandma and go to the other buildings and find the hospice. You know, this is stupid. You can record me.
Why can't I
It's
record
okay.
you?
You cannot.
Oh, okay. Well, we were looking for Guardian of
Cannot
Angels.
look- Well, did you see any Garden of Angels on the doors?
Nope, but they received and billed $4.8 million.
Well, it's their problem.
But we do have yours, actually.
Mine?
Yeah, yours is a KMD, right?
Yes.
So we do have yours, and there are a lot of these.
How many millions did I need?
We don't have your official number because it wasn't posted on the CMS website or on their data set.
And you're from where?
My name's Nick Shirley. They actually made like all this information, the data public for everyone to see what was going on in our country because so much corruption's happening.
Yes.
But it doesn't look like we could find any of your information from the CMS data set, but we do have you here. So is that concerning that your information wasn't reported to the CMS?
What information?
To the CMS data set as far as the billing and how much money you guys receive from Medicare and Medi?
I'm sorry, did he say what information?
First, you have to research.
Oh, that's what we have
What's
right
the-
here.
No. It's a piece of paper.
Oh, well, we went
First,
through
you
we
have
went
to
through all the data
research,
sets.
If you want to learn, I'll teach you how to get after the crooked people.
Okay, help us. We'd
Yeah.
love for you to help us.
First, you have to research. Like you said the name, and you have a number, right?
Yes.
Then you come to my office. It's a brand new office, and you don't come to building like this, like from like FBI guys. Oh, we're gonna get the crooks.
Okay, well, can you tell us, for instance, Miracle over there?
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about the America.
Well, you should because they're
Why not?
You should because they're making you people like you who have a real business apparently getting a bad rap. You realize that, right? For instance,
it
they
doesn't
received
mean-
$1.3 million.
You cannot
They're
compare.
a
There
shell
is not
company.
a bad news
There's
reporter.
nothing in there.
There
It's
is not
completely
a-
empty, and they
I
received
don't
$1.3
care,
million.
sir.
You should
cannot-
care.
What do you mean?
If
I
you're in
should
this
care?
industry, I'd be pissed if someone was stealing money, making me look bad if they were in my
But
industry.
they don't
Right?
look me bad because I'm not bad. You have anything against my agency? Let's go.
Well, we were asking.
Put my hands and
We were just asking you questions, sir. Like, how come Miracle Healing Hospice right there? They received $32,000 per beneficiary, yet their building's completely empty.
call the FBI, Department of Justice.
I'm just doing my job as a citizen to show people what's happening here in our country
Well, I'm doing
because we're
my
all
job
paying
as
a
a
lot of
citizen.
money in taxes, and it
Me
turns
too.
out a lot of it's just going towards fraud.
Well, I'm very happy you're going to catch the fraud people. Honestly.
Yeah, me
But
too.
it doesn't look like bad. It doesn't make me bad because some people are doing bad stuff.
Yeah. So what's the need for 1,000% increase in hospice here inside of LA, in California?
You're asking me?
Yeah, because you're in the industry, so we figure might as well ask you. Like, you obviously found it was a good business to start. You just started yours, right?
I started my business in
How long?
1997.
Okay, great. So
How old
how
are you?
come
I'm
you're
sorry.
seeing such an increase in hospice care here?
Maybe I don't know. Everybody likes the business. What could I say? I do this from 1997.
Good for you. And so
Yeah.
since you've been in the industry for so long, why do you think we're seeing 1,000% increase in hospice care here inside of LA in
I
California?
cannot answer that question because
Looks
I
like
don't
they're
know.
all running out of here. Everyone's heading out. We just got to answer some questions. And why can't,
Who's running out?
what? Look at all the people scattering out of here. They're all here just a minute ago.
It's strange, there's, over 80 people connected to one of these dormant motel rooms with no furniture, and they are, getting $30,000 per person. It's millions of dollars. We come and knock on the door. It's
Hold on, y'all. Listen, shout out to Empress Fox. I'm so happy she's in the chat. Y'all go check her out. I've been quietly following her on Twitter and her career on social media. She's doing great. It's really good to see you, Empress Fox. Do you see this debauchery? Let's go back in, girl.
An abandoned shell company.
I
shell
don't
building.
say it's right, and I don't care about those people.
Could you just answer the question? What's the need for 1,000% increase in hospice care here inside of LA, inside of California? You're in the industry, sir. You've known it. You know it better than me.
You're asking me? No, I don't.
You've been it since 1997. You said.
Yeah, but I don't.
So what's the need for an increase?
Maybe there is a lot of old people already. I don't know.
Man, you, sir, are old. What are you talking about? Like, what are you talking about? This is so crazy. I can't believe more people are not talking about this. It's insane. He's like, I've been in the business since 1997. I know what I'm talking about. You're coming around like, where are the kids? And, you know, we're all scared because you're like, where are the kids? Where are the hospice patients? Half of y'all have offices that are empty. No people. Ain't even workers in there. Some of them do have workers in it, but it's like, okay, that's all you have to say. Hey, we're using this, and they probably shouldn't be doing it. If it's registered as a commercial property and offices are being rented out, that's a different story. But if some of these offices are completely empty, bruh, like y'all are up to something. And then Nick's just like, all right, well, you know what you're talking about, right? Yeah, I do. I know what I'm talking about. I know about the vodka and the things. I know. All right, so tell us what is happening. But you know what it is? That TikTok that we saw at the beginning of this stream where somebody blasted out, oh my God, Nick Shirley's in Cali. Everybody hide your kids, hide your wife. Literally hide the kids, hide the patients, hide them all. Oh my word. This is so correct. I can't believe it's been this bad. Let's go back in.
To say,
A lot of old people are dying.
you listen to Dr. Oz.
Dr.
Let me
Oz.
tell you like this.
He's a good
And
doctor.
He's a fraud. He sell a lot of medication online. One of them, it's me. I bought.
Well, his information comes straight from the federal government, so I trust his more than yours. So.
No. Dr. Oz is a fraud. I bought one of his medications. It did not work. It did not work for me. I am not a Dr. Oz, even though I can walk away from this entire conversation. I am staying and I'm talking to you to tell you about how Dr. Oz is a fraud. Oh my word, this is so crazy, Chad.
I bought his pills. I gained weight
Well, you still look like you're pretty heavy, sir.
You look healthy.
because of Dr. Oz.
Oh, you're fat because of Dr. Oz?
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Sure.
Sir, how are you doing?
Yo!
This guy doesn't think there's any fraud going on.
First of all, not this guy. You have to respect me.
What's your name?
Doesn't matter.
All right. Well,
It
this
does
guy with
not
no name.
matter what my name is.
You don't think there's
I know
any
my
fraud?
name. What's your name?
My name's Nick Shirley.
My name is John Boyagin.
Okay, great.
Hi, John.
There is a lot of fraud going on, but it's not me. I don't give a who does what.
Yeah, we never said you were committing the fraud, sir.
Well,
We're
you see,
doing.
I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm here, right?
So
I'm
thank you.
standing next to you.
Do you know where Guardian of Angels Hospice is? No idea. Oh, Angels of Peace. Cool. Hello. Well, can we just ask you guys some questions? We might be able to get you some business. Are you the head honcho here or what?
He's
No,
back.
You're the head counter. Get out of from here. Give me my
Wait,
phone.
I thought you don't know who these people were, though.
Give me my phone.
Alrighty. Light of Angel.
And it has a bell when you open the door. Bing.
Come here.
Oh, you. Oh, I'm running. Look at him. What?
Come here.
I'm right here. I'm right here, sir.
I'm here.
What's going on?
Call 911.
For what?
Call 911.
For what? Sir, we're just asking questions, and if you want to answer them, you can answer them.
Call 911.
We're just looking for Guardian of Angels. hospice.
We're trying to check my
You're
grandma
American
into-
citizens,
Look,
right?
we're looking
trying
for
to check
guardian of
my
angels.
grandma into hospice.
You're American citizens, right?
Of course, are
Do
you?
you see any guardian of angels in here?
Not yet. We're
Then
looking.
get out of here.
That's what we're looking for, sir.
There's like 100 doors. This is just one door.
Okay, get out of here then.
What's your problem with us asking people about simple questions about where our tax dollars are going?
I don't.
We're asking questions about where our taxes are going.
You're not asking, you're harassing people.
How are we
You
harassing
can't
people?
be two guys standing in here as a guardians and you're harassing people.
Yeah, because people want to kill me for exposing fraud here in the United States.
Why they want to kill you?
Fraudsters
You're
don't
doing
like
good
being
job.
exposed.
Huh?
Why are you raising your voice if you have nothing to hide?
You think I'm hiding?
What are you so scared
You're
about me
accusing
coming
me?
around here for?
I'm not scared. I'm telling you don't harass
You're shaking.
people.
Why are you shaking?
Because I have a diabetes.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah.
But so,
I need your full names.
oh, you want my full name? It's on the internet.
No, I don't go.
I ain't even gonna do it. I'm gonna let y'all do it.
Go to internet. I'm too old.
Oh, okay.
What's your full names?
Sir, we're just asking you questions about,
What's your full names?
oh, we just want
They
hospice.
told you the Garden of Angels in this building.
Guardian
It's
of
right
Angels
here.
to check in my grandma.
Go look for it, bro. You see
That's
any
what we're
Garden
doing.
of Angels?
That's what we're doing.
I'm
And you're getting
telling
mad
you.
at us.
No, you're
We
going
can't
to
find
hold the door.
We can't find it.
I can't find it.
So are all
Where's
the,
my grandma gonna go, man? They're taking in millions of dollars. I can't find a place. You know?
Well, what can I say? What can I
okay.
do?
Well, thank you, sir. Have a good day. So here in this parking lot, you do have some nice cars. You got a Tesla, a nice Mercedes. You got another Tesla, a nice Lexus, another Tesla, a really nice Mercedes right here as well. Another Tesla, Audi. Really nice cars.
A lot of Teslas.
A lot of really nice cars for
Hospice.
hospice.
Usually-
Must be very lucrative because a lot of these businesses, these doors right here have nothing on them. All the blinds are churned out. In places like Miracle up there, they have received $1.3 million, yet there's absolutely nothing inside. This is what you call welfare maxing. And right as you come out, you're welcomed by two nice BMWs, one right here, and inside of there, you have a whole plethora of Mercedes, Teslas, BMWs, you name it. But apparently, there's nothing fishy going on according to them.
We then headed to the next hospice compound in search of Hospice of Caring Hearts, which billed $2.5 million. However, when we arrived, it was nowhere to be found, but there was a
Man, it's tax season right now. We're all working so hard to get our taxes done. And now that I am a content creator that does this full time, like I take business taxes very seriously. So I'm looking at this like, okay, we pay money to the federal government. This is where it's going? Like, I don't live in California, but California, I mean, we have some mods in the chat that live there. We have a few of you guys that are watching that live there. Your money, no matter if you are low income, mid income, high income, this is where your income is going. And if it weren't for people like Nick, I know a lot of people are kind of like poking at him right now and they're suing him for this type of stuff. But if he wasn't doing this, would we even know? Is the question. Whew, this is a tough one. Let's go back on in.
bunch of new hospices that had popped up.
So this is how crazy this hospice fraud is here inside of California. You have all these businesses, they literally open up a business, they just put HFS Hospice Care Inc. They don't do anything with the storefront. And then you have another one right here, Relief Home Healthcare. Absolutely empty inside. And then you have another one, SKH Home Healthcare. They're just popping up everywhere. So this isn't some random thing that's happening here inside of California and Los Angeles, in this Van Nuys area. Quite literally, we've been to 2 locations so far, and they're just popping up these home healthcare, these hospice centers, and they're not even doing anything to try and hide what they're doing. It's 1 p.m. right now. No one's working the front desk. Inside this location as well.
Oh my God.
You have absolutely nobody inside.
Where's everybody at?
We're coming through Van Nuys.
Yeah.
How come there's so many of these home health care, these hospices that are popping up everywhere?
I have no idea, dude.
What made you want to start yours?
This isn't mine. I just work here.
Okay, and how come you think there's such a sudden rise of all these hospices and home health cares?
I have no idea, honestly.
Pretty lucrative business, or?
I wouldn't.
I'm sorry, I don't like this because it's like we have older issues in the country where people are still recovering from things. You have people facing eviction every single day. You have people that can't afford health care. You have a homeless situation. You have all these drugs coming in. And then we got something like this happening under the radar. Insane.
Say like that's that crazy.
Because there's a lot of them.
Yeah, I know.
The same building, but now on the backside you have Canestro Care Hospice Inc., Studio Care Hospice Inc., El Primero Home Health Care right there. And if you're looking for a massage, to take a break from the hospice and everything,
I
you can
can't.
come right up here.
Oh my God,
and get some
Chad.
sort of massage.
And this building right here is a perfect example of a dilapidated building that is now being used for a hospice, home health care, and adult daycare.
And this is the crazy thing that appears to be happening here in California. You can just start your own hospice. You have Advent Hospice right here. If you want to start your own home health care, you can just put up a white piece of paper and stick a logo onto it and say that's your home health care company. If you want to start an adult daycare, you can just get a building like this and receive money from the government. That's the crazy thing, is inside this one building, you have an adult day health care, you have a hospice, and then you have a home health care center operating all in one location. And
Let me teach you how to do hospice. It's not even like I'm gonna teach you how to Dougie. I'm gonna teach you how to hospice. It's so horrible. Hospice is literally for people that are on the brink of a death. They can die any day. And for you to profit off of that is crazy. Crazy. Oh, I can't believe it.
why are tax dollars going towards all of these buildings? And they're quite literally everywhere. Everyone should be a bit suspicious about what's happening here. Inside of these parking lots too, you'll always find a super nice BMW, Mercedes, you name it, newest Audis. You always find the nicest cars outside of these healthcare and hospice centers.
We headed to the next suspicious hospice location, and what do we find?
A brand new Mercedes. Everywhere we go in this video, going around these hospice and home healthcare centers, there is a nice Mercedes or BMW. We have all day hospice care, Health Elect Care, you have Edom Hospice, Lacar Home Health, and even back here, this is just one floor inside this building. You have Santa Rita Hospice. I don't know what the need is for all these hospice centers, but for instance, all day hospice back there, they billed $3.1 million, and per beneficiary, that was $6,000, 24 claims per patient with only 2 codes, which means 2 services and over 500 patients. And they started billing in April 2023 and accumulated $3.1 million in 19 months. So maybe if you want to get rich here inside the United States, come to LA, open up a hospice, because there's a 1,000% increase in hospices opening up here inside of California, and you can go ahead and become a millionaire. Could you just answer, for instance, we have some information right here that there is $6,000 per beneficiary and 24 claims per patient with only 2 codes. Can you give us any explanation? Okay, yeah, we just want to make sure, if you want anything to clarify, if you want to clarify anything. Okay. For this video, we really do want to.
And this is the thing. These folks, if it's hospice, you are helping people. It's technically a healthcare company. And if people are asking you, like, I know, like when we have HIPAA laws and things like that, you have to keep things very, very close to the vest when it comes to patients. But as far as like operations, what the heck? This is so crazy. All the issues, like people that actually have real issues in this economy, like actual, and I mean, I don't want to say it, but I got to say it. Americans that are going through real struggles right now. And you got people just
Give each and every single person the opportunity to answer just quite literally the facts. All this information is coming straight from the public databases. And if they refuse to answer simple questions about businesses they're operating, I think that says a lot about what's going on behind the scenes. Now we are here outside of Healthy Life Adult Daycare. This place, over the past few years, has billed $19.8 million alone. Now let's go see if I can enroll my grandma, because she needs some daycare. And this right here is the entrance of a building that's received over $19 million. So this is the location that's received over $19 million. Kind of crazy, right?
Yeah, it look
They
like
say that
church.
right here, right now we're here at 1:30. No adults are here. I wouldn't doubt that adults do come, but $19 million.
It's kind of like North Korea. It's like everything's set up, but there's no people.
He said North Korea.
Like
Wow.
for show almost.
No, nobody's here already. You have to come back tomorrow.
And could we get like a brochure to enroll our grandma into this location?
I don't have anything.
Can anyone give?
See, they all keep saying that. Like you know, like if he's asking, okay, like I think people knew he was around. And they shared like, hey, Nick Shirley's in the area. He might be coming to some of these locations to expose fraud or whatever. Be careful. He might film you, things like that, because Nick Shirley is kind of known for that. But at the same time, he's not doing it in a malicious way. He's asking legitimate questions. Like, what if this was me or you, dear viewer, and we actually was like, we're looking for help for our elderly, family members or our loved ones? Are you going to respond to me and say, nobody's here right now, get out? Okay, if the camera's not on, you know what I mean? Forget the kids. Where's the kids? Where are the elderly people? Where are they at? Because they're not there. Where are they at? Hospice is also, you're on your deathbed. Where's the beds? Where's everybody at? If it's an office, that's one thing. Mark it as commercial property. Oh, I'm so frustrated today. This one, chat. Oh my word.
There's a brochure.
Angela, does somebody has information about...
Does somebody have information? Does somebody have information on how your business operates? Does somebody have information where people are literally out here struggling with real problems? Does somebody have...
Don't think it's enough to say it's fraudulent, because you do see that it is operating. There were people working inside there. But the fact that there's just businesses like these popping around everywhere, and this is what they look like outside of a location that receives
Look at it.
$19 million over the past few years. Yet the building looks completely almost dismantled out here. And look, all they have to say that they are the adult day healthcare is that sign that says ADHC. And there was some people working inside of it. We have the phone number right here. Darren's gonna go ahead and give a phone call and see if somebody from inside answers. There are people inside right now. The phone's just ringing.
You can leave a message after the tone. This mailbox is full.
There you have it. They don't even have an inbox available to take in a voicemail. And another thing to take note of is Gavin Newsom right now in Polymarket. He is the leading nominee for the Democrats come 2028. All this fraud taking place, all this waste is taking place. Nobody really knows what's going on. I mean, look at this place. This adult daycare received $19 million, has billed the state of California.
All right, social poll chat. We got to do it. We got to do it. Would you send your grandparents to this red building that says ADHC that received millions of dollars, and you don't see the reinvestment in the building care? You don't see any other seniors. I mean, let's call it adult daycare. Let's switch away from kid daycare, hospice. Now let's go to adult daycare. If you would send your grandparent here, put a 1 in the chat. If you're like me and you're like, hell no, not until the wheels fall off, put a 2 in the chat. If you're like, hell no elder in my family would ever set foot in an establishment like that. And Nick Shirley is one of the only people to expose it. Look at him. The young kid is doing great work. Hell no. Crazy. Like, but it's it's like, it's hard because, you know, my channel, and you guys know this, I'm traditionally a trial streamer and I do have a legal background. But as I like start getting more into research and I see things like this, I'm seeing it does better to get the word out there. But these are really important things. Like, you know, I went to law school. Shout out to Empress Fox. I believe Shorty doing her thing, you know, in law school as well. But like, as people that are responsible for how laws are set up in this country, how the hell did we get to this? How? In one of the most expensive states, I think, in the United States. Massachusetts is up here. That's why I'm so passionate about this. How? Somebody said we should send Biden there. All right, I'll be nice, Tom. Be nice. How did this happen? And you know, he did raise a good point that Gavin Newsom is running for president. And I really do think there is an opportunity for him to address this stuff, clean this stuff up. But this isn't the only state. Like, he's from California. Madam Vice President from the past, Kamala Harris, is from California as well. I think it's a huge opportunity for them to think about the future. And okay, if this stuff is happening there, I mean, Minnesota was huge these past few months with ICE and all the things that were happening. But the other really big thing was this fraud that was happening with daycares. These are the vulnerable parts of our society. Children, elderly people, people that are sick on their deathbed. So every year when we file taxes, half of us are like, are we gonna get some money back? Like, can I get a claim? Like, can I get some money back? You plan for it? Like, I'm gonna do this with my taxes and this and that. Can I get a credit for buying a home or whatever the case may be? And then you see stuff like this. It's not a good look to American citizens that are fighting really hard every day to make ends meet. And even if you're not, even if you're comfortable, if you're paying property taxes to the federal government and you see, this is insulting. And I know y'all don't, like, I don't lean into politics like that, but this, I'm pissed. This is insulting. Crazy. Let's go back in.
Over $19 million over the past few years.
And not for nothing, student loans are so damn expensive. Empress Fox knows what I'm talking about. What the hell?
All taking place here. So that is something to think about come 2028 with Gavin Newsom leading the Democrats right now on Poly Market.
The way these hospices are able to enroll these people and collect money from Medicare and Medi-Cal here inside of California is they collect the Medicare numbers from individuals and then sign them up for hospice without them even knowing. I actually went and spoke with a professional inside of the medical industry to get her opinion on how this all works.
We're seeing all of these hospices pop up here. Why is hospice and home health care such a booming business right now?
I think it's become a trend of fraud. Honestly has. Like, I heard about this about 5 years ago during COVID, that people were building hospices and selling them. It was like a business these people made. So it's an easy way to build Medicare with their people's beneficiary numbers that people can easily steal and even purchase and buy. They buy numbers from people and tell them, give me your Medicare beneficiary number and I will give you something in return.
And what does that mean, give you my beneficiary number?
So there's an ID that you have. Medicare gives you, Medicare is for anybody 65 and over. So they'll give you a Medicare ID number. And that number is what's used to bill Medicare.
So essentially, if they can get a number from somebody, it's almost like getting a credit card number. And then from there, they can continue to bill and bill and bill and get that Medicare money.
Exactly. It's actually more beneficial than finding a credit card these days. Anybody can get a hospice license, actually. You don't need to be a physician. You don't need to be a doctor. You can apply and get a hospice license in the state of California. They bill, they take the Medicare numbers, they bill Medicare, the Medicare sends them a check right away. It's an easy process.
So an old person might be a bit naive to giving somebody their Medicare number,
Yes.
and without them even knowing, that's more valuable than giving them their credit card number.
Correct.
In fact, in LA, there's locations that will teach you how to open up your own hospice center. So I went there with a potential business partner to try and become a multi-millionaire in hospice.
We know that hospice is a very lucrative business, so I joined a business partner right here. His name's Darren, and we're here outside the Hospice Consultants, and we would like to start our own hospice today. We're just two young men who want to become millionaires here inside the United States, and it seems like the only way to do it nowadays is by committing fraud. So we're gonna go in and see if we can start our own hospice. Are you guys the Hospice Consultants?
Yes.
Oh, can we talk to you guys?
About?
I want to open my hospice.
You want to open a hospice?
Yeah.
Okay. What was your name?
My name's Nick, but I want to open up a hospice.
I understand, but we don't take care of that.
Can I get some information?
Do you want a number?
Yeah, or give me a flyer or something. And this is the Hospice Consultant.
Yes. Not only hospice and home health.
All right, so they say they're open right now. They won't let us into the lobby. This is no way to conduct business. We are two entrepreneurs trying to open up our own hospice.
Soaked to the bone right now.
We were denied service by the potential fraudsters, and as we were leaving, one of the fraudsters started to leave from the back in a $200,000 Maybach.
We have a Mercedes-Benz driving up. Where can we open a hospice?
Oh, chat. Chat. It's an actual Maybach. This is insane. I mean, I'm so disappointed that number one, this was able to happen. But number two, hospice, literally, it's on the back of people that are dying. Do they think that we don't care about our loved ones? This could be your grandmother, my grandmother, somebody's grandfather, whatever, your great uncle, anybody in your family. This is so sad. Pull out in a Maybach on the back of elderly people. Who?
Hospice at? We'd like to open up a hospice. Get a Maybach just like you. So is this how I can get a Maybach by opening up my own hospice?
Now, after seeing all the wealth that is being created from these hospice centers, I headed back to the original location where we found over 15 hospices in one plaza. I wanted to make sure it wasn't a fluke that Armenian mafia members were running the show and that there weren't just randomly $100,000 cars the day I went by. And this time it was even worse.
Sir, how are you?
I saw this clip. Look at this little boy.
Good. So what do you think about all this hospice fraud? Sir,
it's a freaking Cybertruck. He's driving a green Cybertruck. Oh,
you're in the Cybertruck, driving away, taking money from old people. Yet he's just driving away in his Cybertruck. Won't even answer any questions. Let's see. We have another rich person as well. That's getting rich off this hospice. This guy's leaving as well. So the two people that walked out of Holy Angels, they're in a brand new Cybertruck and a new BMW. How lucrative of a business is hospice? I'm seeing a Cybertruck. You're in a nice BMW. It's good. Yeah, because it looks like, for instance, Guardian of Angels that used to be here, $4.8 million they built the state of California. And how many clients do you guys have?
Do you have a badge? Do I need to answer your question?
I'm just curious.
It's not mine. I just work.
Yeah. You must be getting paid pretty well, right?
Bro, this is my parents, bro.
Do your parents run the hospice?
They don't work.
No. Is that who's that guy in the Cybertruck? He's your uncle. So it's like a family business to own the hospice.
Family business. You know, where's the reparations? I don't want to get into that, but my family's from Cape Verde, and I have a special feeling about what happened in the 1600s. This is crazy.
Hospices. But why was he walking out of the hospice then too?
Brother, can you leave me alone?
Like these hospices, there's nothing inside of them.
If it's not you guys, how come you're in the newest BMW and the newest Cybertruck?
Brother, because
I can only imagine what the guy is in charge.
Just all the other hospices? Do you like taking care of old people? Like, are you the one going out visiting the hospice patients, sir? Uh-oh, he's gonna have to do another point turn.
Yeah, you guys are in my fucking way. Move.
Well, you could just go that way. What's the key to opening up a hospice if I wanted to open up one? Because you're in the family business of hospices. If I want to open my own. What do you do
This 17-year-old kid riding around in that.
for work here?
Huh?
What do you do for work here?
Why?
Oh, we're just looking around. We're seeing all these hospices, so we're just curious.
Oh, I don't know, man.
Word got out that I was inside of the plaza and all the fraudsters started hopping in their cars, leaving the scene.
Excuse me. Let's see if they can just answer our questions really quick.
Look at that car. Look at this car. I am so disappointed.
Hello, can we ask you a quick question? Driving out in a brand new M8. They can't get out that easy. How can I get an M8 as well? Should I open up a hospice? Driving out in a brand new M8 BMW M8 competition. Listen to this thing. This is the sound of hospice money.
Nah, Nick. No, Nick. It is. It is. Chat. That is the sound of hospice money. Funded, thank you, Tony. Funded by your tax dollars. I'm literally so disappointed and upset. That is money that I've contributed to, that you've contributed to federally. We all pay our taxes, even if you don't. And we hope you do, right? Trump has a relief plan for that. But right now, for years, your entire adult life, every single paycheck you have, no matter what state that you're in, you pay to the federal government and the state that you live in. So many people are suffering. But this image right here is so important. Look at it. On the backs of dying Americans. Whoa. And he wants to run for president? Gavin, explain this, please. I don't even care who runs against you. Explain this, please. Why, even as a law student, I had to pay all that fucking money in student loans. All of this money every year in taxes, property taxes, real estate taxes, business taxes, taxes. Somebody could just roll away in this. Look at it. That's what I'm saying, Leah. Like, listen, Leah, I just talked to one of my friends that worked for hospice, worked his buns off, and it's a very sad place. People are dying. And you rolling away, and you're gonna vroom vroom on your way out. Oh yeah, this is terrible. This is so bad. That we're gonna talk about Tiffany soon, but man, we all are. If you're in America and you're watching this video right now, that's your money rolling off. That's my money rolling off. It's our money rolling off.
And this is the guy who said he's fat because of Dr. Oz. His business is not open today. Seems like this mafia right here is naming all of their companies after the word angel. We have Angels of Valley Hospice. We have Angels of Haven, Angels of Peace, Light of Angels. Yet the BMWs, one right here, one right there, 2 brand new Mercedes over there.
This is
It just is
terrible.
unbelievable the amount of money that these people are making, and they're not even trying to hide it. Buying these luxury cars, each and every single person's wearing some sort of designer clothing as well. And this building looks like it used to be some sort of old motel that has turned into some cash grab, money grab for hospices here. Would you like to give any last statement about what's going on here? Nothing? Because it seems like it was pretty good family business. Another guy just pulled out in the M8 competition.
Good for them, bro. Why are you guys pocket watching? Then leave the fuck.
Pocket watching and leave the effing people alone. Word. This is so bad.
People alone.
Because this is taxpayers' dollars that are paying for all this stuff.
Okay.
Okay.
The fuck is that? Is just working, bro.
With taxpayers' dollars receiving money from Medicare, Medicaid, Medi-Cal, you name it. And it just seems like a lot of people are getting rich off of
I'm busy, bro. I have work.
the death of old people. What do you do for work here?
Bro. Right.
It's sad to think about it. Here in the United States, we're literally being defrauded by people who are taking advantage of old people, young people in daycares, disabled people with autism clinics, and no one's doing anything to stop it. So I think it's time we stand up to these fraudsters and tell them, let them know, you are stealing from everyday American citizens. People can't afford homes, rents are expensive, their insurance is expensive, everything's getting more and more expensive. And if we don't crack down on this fraud, national debt's going to continue going up. This is just one of the factors that affects the national debt, and we're going to lose the value of our own dollar. So people, if they want to really fight to keep America great, a great way to do it is by fighting fraud, because this is just unbelievable. You have people who drive around in BMWs, M8 competitions, Mercedes. Meanwhile, everyday American citizens are struggling to be able to afford their own bills.
All right, chat. That is the end of Nick Shirley's piece. I wanted to show y'all that, and again, like, I really understand that I have a channel here and I have people watching and paying attention. And while we could have went to the Afro Man defamation thing and talked about freedom of speech and the First Amendment, which we might do, I might have my team put it in a shorter synopsis video. But like, as I started to see this stuff, I'm getting a little bit more interested in investigative content, because it's not fair. It's not fair. It's not what we just watched, what we just all just witnessed is not fair. And I am going to break it down from a legal perspective, but I think it's really important for you guys to understand what's happening. You know, a lot of this stuff is politically motivated, and even if it's not, that right there, I think I need a day to process how to describe it to you. So, little bit different. I know we stated legal content, and we will. But let me go ahead and read some Cash Apps and Super Chats. Again, like, I hope you guys are having a good Friday, but I needed you to see that. Like, everybody's like, Afro Man, Afro Man, Afro Man. I'm like, chat. We got to talk about this other thing. I need you to see it first. And, you know, lower turnout tonight. That's okay. We gonna make this work. But I needed you guys to see this. Coming to Cash Apps. Shout out to Sir Parker. Thank you, Sir Parker. He sends me a $10 Cash App. Says, love the channel. Thank you, Sir Parker. We love you. Like, this is why we're here. We really are taking more time to like make like little documentaries, like in 10 minutes or 20 minutes. I want y'all to have good information. And even with this one, everybody that participated in Cash or chat today, Cash Apps or whatever, anybody that supported this stream today, It's important because it will become a shorter video in the future. I think more people need to see the work that Nick's doing. He's been in front of Congress when he did this in Minnesota, and he was just knocking on doors like, where's the kids? Where's the kids? They sued him. This 25-year-old guy has like 6 lawsuits because he knocked on doors. And you know what's so funny? Is the people that own those businesses, they're like, oh, you filmed me, did all this, this is defamation, this is libel. And, you know, Empress Fox knows what I'm talking about with this. It's like they're coming at him from a civil standpoint, but it is going to become a bigger story, I think, in the middle of the year and even towards the end of the year. And Nick Shirley is a YouTuber. I mean, like, this could be me or you walking in a business and just saying, hey, you know, I have a young person in my family, an older person in my family, I want information. And people are like, get out, shut the door. Like, what? You know what I mean? Like, what? Like, why are you so mad? Anywho, thank you again to Sir Parker. I really appreciate the support for the channel. It helps me, you know, pay my team. Like, these things really, really matter to us, and it helps us power the movement of the channel. So I appreciate that. Shout out to Petty Pendergrass with the 10. Says, what up, though, AV? What up? Happy to see you, my friend. He is also a content creator, a mod on this channel, gifted 5 AV memberships. Very, very nice. Some of you guys are telling me to look into Bitcoin, and I will. I think we should do that, but in a very responsible and ethical and legal way. I saw what happened to the Haktor girl last year. We reported on that story too. So we will do that. Petty gifted 5 memberships. Petty is launching his own channel. You guys should check him out, but he is our class clown. He's very funny in chat. So if you ever see him when we're doing a live stream, you definitely want to say hello. Shout out to Senator. I try to remember as much as I can about our live chatters. Senator has a candle business, sent me a candle. It's very sweet of him. Drops a $5 super chat. Says, AV, Senator, good to see you. Hope you are having a wonderful Friday. He has another super chat here that says, AV, you really should cover Afro Man, though. That case was super crazy and funny as hell. Would make for great content, the course case alone. Yes, all of my peers. You guys know Kat, not Williams, love her to death. You guys know Mel. I am not a lawyer, but I really have been keeping up with the case through those two. Megan Cuniff, so many great people have been covering the case. I think Runkle the Bailey. I might have seen Legal Mindset. Everybody in LawTube was on it. And that's why I was just like, I'm going to fall back from this one because you're getting great content. But I know you come over here because we have our, you know, law, true crime, and debauchery style. We have fun over here. But I do want to make sure that when we do cover trials, we have notice to do it and plan for it. Right now, we're really planning for Courtney Clenny, right? And the Julio Fulio defendants. So usually when it comes to these trials, we don't just do them on a whim. We have them planned in our content calendar. So with Afro Man, it was kind of an anomaly. I know it's going viral right now. I will see if I can make time this weekend to check it out. But I don't like watching it without y'all. I like to do it together with you so we can react in real time and all of that stuff. But all good stuff there. But thank you so much, Senator. Shout out to Death the Reaper with the 5 says, AV, I think I'm going to need a lawyer because it can't be easy. It can't be this easy to scam. I'm thinking the name should be 123 Hospice. Death the Reaper. Death the Reaper. I think you're in Cali from what I saw. It's a lot. It is a lot. I'm just really sad that this is happening in our country, especially with our elders who kind of give us all opportunities growing up. I don't even have time to tell you how egregious it is. Shout out to Shanta with the 20 says, AV doll. Hi, my love. She says, this is BS. How do we report this? I'm in Cali and I'm stunned. Shanta's been around for some time on this channel, and yes, girl, like when it comes to this is in the Department of Health realm. I'm guessing if you go to Nick Shirley's description, he gives you a little bit more context of how to do this locally since you're a local. But I mean, this really impacts people in California. I mean, there's a few states where it's happening, but if you live in California, please pay attention to this video and to Nick's video. And Nick said it at the end, blast this out to everybody. One of the ways that you could support, whether it's not making a phone call, is just sharing the content, getting the word out there. Share it. People need to know. I didn't know about this. Like, I heard about it. I saw other creators reacting to it. But now that I just watched the full thing with you guys, it's not okay. Shanta's back. Thank you again, Shanta, for an additional 5. She says, too many in the nation don't like or hate Gavin Newsom. I fear Democrats will lose the presidency in 2028. They could. But Nick said it. I think it's Polymart or Poly something. And there's this app that looks at bets and probability and indexes to see how people are feeling, pretty much like social polls, like how we do in our chat and things like that. It looks at how people are feeling about a particular topic, situation, or person. So in 2028, we're in 2026 right now. It's 2 years out. We're about to go into midterms. The big question is, on the Democratic side, who are you about to put forward as the nominee? But also on the Republican side, who is going to put forward as a nominee? You know, Donald Trump has done 2 terms already. Who's he going to endorse? This is going to be huge. This is a very big decision, I think, on both sides. You had Joe Biden before, Kamala Harris last year. She's a native of California. She is talking about running again, Shanta, so be careful of that. And Mamala might be out here again, so be careful with that. But we will see what our options are. And again, this is not like a super skewed political channel. This is really a legal channel. But I do like to bring this stuff up with you guys from an objective and neutral way, because you are going to have to make a decision as a voter in 2 years. I can't make that decision for you. You make it. But if we could show you what's going on, you come to the decision on your own. My decision's already made, child. Like, what? Oh my God. But, you know, I do want people to make it in a way where they're like, you know, MAGA people are like this, Democrats are like this. Okay, fine. But what I can do differently is bring you guys like objectively, beautifully pieced legal content and allow you to make the decision towards the end. I think that's so much better, because there's not a divide. Divide where? Get out of here. Ain't no divide. What are you talking about? So thank you, Shanta. Love you so much. I've been meaning to tell you that as a viewer. Thank you for being here. D, gifted a membership. Thank you, D. D is here. Everything that I drop, I guarantee you will see this guy in the comments. He's amazing. So whenever you see in the comments, please give him love. Give him a thumbs up, a heart, whatever. You know, as we just hit 90,000 subscribers, guys. It feels so weird to me. I'm like, man, wow, we're going to hit 100,000. It's very weird because I'm just being myself. And I left law school to do this. Like, not law school, but just, you know, I chose not to do this in courtrooms. I want to do it online and help educate people, because I just think right now that mission is so important. And people judge me for it. They make fun of me for it. It's whatever. We're at 90K and we're almost at 100. I think this work is so important and I love it. And working with my team, and we come up with ideas together, and we're working on how we deliver stories. I take your feedback. Somebody yesterday was like, AV, you talk too slow. I was like, like there's so many things, but I take it as like spots of improvement. And my live streams, I want to be more myself. I grew up on this platform as a live streamer. So doing shorter videos is new to me, but it's also, you know, we have to be faster, more concise, because that's just how people consume content these days. But I'm not going to take away the fact that I'm going to be very real with you guys. You know, it seems like the live streaming space, I can be more of myself. Whereas the video, they're like, just tell us what happened today. And I'm like, well, shit. Hello to you too. Like, damn. But I bring all that up to say Deonra is one of my first subscribers. He's in here with almost everything we do. And I so appreciate you, D. And I think these live streams is really where I'm going to connect with you guys more. The videos, people are just like, tell us what happened today. I'm like, all right, shit. And D comes back with the 2, says your tax dollars are going into their pockets. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, everybody is telling me to think about Bitcoin. I will look into it. I will look into it. But it is getting late. It's almost 8 o'clock here on the East Coast. Yes, Luna is out there somewhere. She is my dog for those that are new. If you are new, we are on the road to 100,000 subscribers. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. I think we're going to get there very soon. But I appreciate that y'all watch. You took time out of your day to hang out with me and watch what we just watched. The debauchery is real. We're going to cut it up into a tight, concise video for the new people. We will do that this weekend, and I'll see if I can fit in time for my reactions to Afro Man. If y'all really want to see it, I'm fighting it. I'm like, man, but he showed up in the whole suit. Like, what do you do? He showed up with the suit and really made these cops look crazy. So if you guys really want my perspective, I will do it. So good to see people like Empress Fox in here. I remember her from the YSL days. I really just enjoy this community, and I hope you guys have a wonderful Friday. See you in the next one. Stay safe out there. Bye.